What's up, YouTube? I want to talk to you guys real quick about cast iron skillets and their care. We love cooking with these. We make pizzas in these last night, actually, and it's very rare for us to leave them overnight, but that's a whole nother story. Last night, we made chicken wings in these two 10-inch skillets and pizza in a 12-inch that we'll talk about later. So both of these, of course, that's, chicken that's stuck to them, and it's just a nasty mess. So first things first, if you do leave them overnight, which I don't recommend, and I very rarely do, what I did is I just took all three skillets, I put them in the oven on warm, and went about our morning. We made breakfast, all that, and now they're cool enough to touch, maybe not carry around, cool enough to touch, but all this is loose again. So we're on a septic tank. I take this a step farther. I take all the oil that's in it, dump it off, and try to get some of it with a couple paper towels. I'd rather spend money on paper towels than a new septic system. So basically what I want to teach you guys is soap and a sponge. Never, ever, ever go on a cast iron skillet. This is seasoned. It has oil like baked into it over time, and that's where you get your nonstick. That's where you get your flavor. So the way I do this is very simply, I've, again, taken off the grease. This has never been exposed. These are 50 cents each at Dollar Tree. They come in a packet too. It's copper. It's never been exposed to any kind of soap. I just get the hottest water I can. Get a little bit in there. Sometimes if there's like really dry stuck on stuff, I'll actually put some oil right in the water. That's my own idea. If you disagree, let me know in the comments why, and maybe I'll stop doing it. But throw a little bit of oil in that hot water. If it's super dry, this doesn't need it. And then I just very gently, you do this too hard and you're going to ruin your season. You could feel it as you go around, the sticky pieces. And we're going to, you got to do it a couple times here. But point is very, very gently. You can feel those nasty pieces just coming off there like that. Okay, and then pour it off. I'm able to get a lot of uses out of one of these just by simply blasting it with really hot water until nothing but clean water runs out of it. See all your nastiness go down the drain. Now, for the most part, that got everything. Now, what I'll do is I'll rinse this out and I'll dry it immediately with paper towels and kind of wipe it until those paper towels are not coming up with like a brown or black stuff on them. But you'll never get these to the point where they're perfectly clean, because if you do, you're going to ruin your season. You should be able to handle them. You should be able to wipe them with a dish towel and not have any nastiness come off. That's just dirty. But again, your season is essentially, greases and oils that are baked into the cast iron, if I'm explaining that correctly. But, this is the result of what I just did, but on the first one. And then I want to show you guys. This is the one that I made pizza in. Now, when we make pizza, I'll do a video on how I make my cast iron pizza, but there's, never any like meat or anything burned onto this, and it's at 550 degrees. So all you really see here is a little bit of olive oil and then the salt and a little bit of, burned on cheese or dough or whatever. But all you really need to do is just wipe this one and then pour off the little crummies and stuff that come there. You could rinse it, but you don't have to, because you're not dealing with any, it's literally just olive oil and salt and possibly a little bit of, burned on bread crust. They do destroy your stove. We're going to be getting a gas one soon with our kitchen remodel, and I'd rather have a scuffed up stove and really good food. But this basically has been a short video on cast iron skillet care. Hopefully you find this helpful. The big thing is never use soap. Never use the same sponge as your dishes. You want to make sure that you don't degrease these. Dawn dish soap is our favorite. And it's such a good degreaser. They use it for like oil spills in the ocean, and that's how they get, wildlife, back healthy. It is a very strong degreaser. I love it. I recommend it, but you don't want to degrease your cast iron skillets. You want to use a manual mechanical process to remove the nastiness. Obviously, wipe that all away. You probably don't want it going down the drain, and rinse with really hot water till you have something that's clean to the touch with, paper towel or regular dish towels. So if this is helpful, like it and subscribe. This channel is new, but I'm going to be putting a lot of recipes on here that started very complex that I've simplified to make them easy to get the ingredients, easy to cook. You're going to learn to make good food without the stress and the chaos and the measuring cups and all that jazz. So like and subscribe and check back. Thanks.